our channel. Today we are covering SC-300 Microsoft Identity and Access Administrator. To find the complete list of question and answers, please go to the playlist link provided in the descriptions. If you like this content, please like and subscribe to our channel. Today's questions are: you have an Azure directory tenant that contains a username, user 1. You need to ensure that user 1 can create new catalogs and add 1 resources to the catalogs they own. What should you do? Option A. From the roles and administrators blade, modify the group's administrator role. Option B. From the roles and administrator blade, modify the service support administrator role. Option C. From the Identity Governance blade, modify the entitlement management settings. And option D. From the Identity Governance blade, modify the roles and administrators for the general catalog. The correct answer is option C. Next question is: your network contains an on-premises Active Directory domain that syncs to an Azure Active Directory tenant. Users sign in to computers that run Windows 10 and are joined to the domain. You plan to implement Azure AD Seamless Single Sign-On. You need to configure the Windows 10 computers to support Azure AD Seamless SSO. What should you do? Option A. Configure sign-in options from the settings of. Option B. Enable enterprise state roaming. Option C. Modify the local intranet zone settings. And option D. Install the Azure AD Connect authentication agent. The correct answer is option A. Next question is: enable seamless SSO through Azure AD Connect. At the user sign-in page, select the Enable Single Sign-On option. You can go through these pictures. Now next question is: your company has two divisions named Contoso East and Contoso West. The Microsoft 365 identity architectures for both divisions is shown in the following exhibit. Let's go through the pictures. You need to assign users from the Contoso East division access to Microsoft SharePoint online sites in the Contoso West tenant. The solution must not require additional Microsoft 365 licenses. What should you do? Options are: option A. Configure Azure AD application proxy in the Contoso West tenant. Option B. Invite the Contoso East users as guests in the Contoso West tenant. Option D. Deploy a second Azure AD Connect server to Contoso East and configure the server to sync the Contoso East Active Directory forest to the Contoso West tenant. And option D. Configure the existing Azure AD Connect server in Contoso East to sync the Contoso East Active Directory forest to the Contoso West tenant. The correct answer is option B. Next question is: you have a Microsoft 365 E5 subscription that contains two users named User 1 and User 2. You need to ensure that User 1 can create access reviews for groups and that User 2 can review the history report for all the completed access reviews. The solution must use the principle of least privilege. Which role should you assign to each user? Please go through the pictures and the answer area. The correct answer is User 1 Global Administrator and User 2 Global Reader. Now moving to next question. You have an Azure subscription. You need to create two custom roles named Role 1 and Role 2. The solution must meet the following requirements. Users that are assigned Role 1 can create or delete instances of Azure Container Apps, and users that are assigned Role 2 can enforce adaptive network hardening rules. Which resource provider permissions are required for each role? Let's go through the answer area. The correct answer is Role 1 Microsoft Compute and Role 2 Microsoft Security. Next question is, you have a Microsoft 365 tenant that has 5,000 users. 100 of the users are executives. The executives have a dedicated support team. You need to ensure that the support team can reset passwords and manage multi-factor authentication settings for only the executive. The solution must use the principles of least privilege. Which object type in Azure Active Directory role should you use? Please go through the answer area. And the correct answer is object type, a custom administrator role, and role help desk administrator. Thank you.